Here are 3 realistic trades that can make Matt Olson a Yankee. Now, Matt Olson is a perfect fit for the Yankees. We need a good left-handed first baseman. When we got Rizzo, it helped us out so much, and he's a free agent, and Olson is just the perfect player. I mean, simple as that. Left-handed bat, hits for power. He strikes out a good bit, 113 strikeouts, but, not a ton. Also, 39 home runs, good defense. Everything about Olson is fantastic. So, I know a ton of fans want the Yankees to get Olson, including me, because guess what? He's very good. So, I've made 3 trades that the Yankees could do to get Olson. All of these are accepted on baseball trade values. Now, one of them is primarily prospects. It's not going to hurt our immediate team. We're not giving up any MLB players, but we're giving up a lot of prospects. The next one is mainly MLB players. We're going to see some changes in the roster with this one. And the next one is a combination to make my favorite trade, the one that I think would be the most likely accepted and would be the best overall, because giving up some major leaguers, but not selling the farm. So, my first trade, we get Matt Olson from the Oakland Athletics, and we give up Jason Dominguez, Luis Medina, Fidel Montero, and Trey Sweeney. Now, I don't like this trade the most, but it's the all prospects trade. So, Dominguez is what you'd have to include here, or Voigt, and I just like Voigt a little more. Dominguez has all the tools in the world, but he didn't do too well in the minors. I still think he has a chance, but you might have to give a guy up like Dominguez if you don't want to give up major league players here. Next, Luis Medina, electric arm. He has a killer curveball, 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but he cannot command the zone, so he could be like a Luis Gill type player, though, so that's why you might want him. He has lights-out stuff. Fidel Montero is kind of just an extra piece, because it was a little bit away from being accepted. 17-year-old, not that good. Then Trey Sweeney. We drafted him in the first round of this year's draft. Good bat, bad defense. Plays short, should play third, really. Kind of like a left-handed Andujar, but with a little bit better defense. So that's my first trade to get Matt Olson. Now here's my second trade. Again, this is the one where we're mainly giving up MLB-type players. So, first, we'll be trading Joey Gallo. Now, I don't think we're going to trade Gallo. I don't think he's going to move. But given this opportunity, it's the only way I could see it happening. Gallo has the defense out there, but we have Judge, Stanton, Hicks, Castro, Allen in the outfield. We have a ton of outfielders, so we don't need Gallo, and we do need a first baseman because Voigt is always injured, it seems. So I could see Gallo being moved, and yeah, he has a big power, but he strikes out too much. And Olson is just a better hitter than Gallo overall. Next, Domingo German would be included. You'd have to give up a starter like him. German's a pretty good starter, solid 3 or 4th in the rotation. Have to give him up to make this trade possible. Then Clark Schmidt, another starter. He's kind of like a minor league / major league player. He's in between. Doesn't really have a spot with us right now. He would also be included in this. Then Alexander Vargas, the only true prospect in this trade. He's ranked 12th on MLB Pipeline. Switch hitting shortstop. Did all right in the minors this year, but at 18, expected him to do a little better because he was slightly older than the players he was versing. We have so many shortstops. We got Voigt, we got Perazza, we have Sweeney in the system. We're going to get Roderick Arias in this offseason, so, he's probably the odd man out there. And Vargas, it's not really a spot for him, and my least favorite of all of them. So, now here's the final trade, the one that I like the most, a good combination of minor leaguers and major leaguers and guys just in between. First player, Luis Gill. Now, we saw him a little bit this season, and he was amazing. I mean, had 4 starts, not giving up a single earned run. But in his final start, we saw the problems. The walks. Another electric arm. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Good, filthy slider. But I wouldn't like to give him up. I feel like you'd have to. He's ranked, I think, third for on MLB Pipeline. No, he's ranked fourth. So, fourth ranked prospect there. I wouldn't want to give him up, but it would be necessary to make a trade like this happen, especially if you don't want to touch any of the major leaguers or give up your number 1 or 2 prospect. Next would be Oswald Perazza, our third ranked prospect. This would sting because I really like him. Shortstop, 21 years old, really good defensively, good speed, so almost 30 bases in the minors with amazing defense. Contact bat, hit like 290 in the minors, some decent pop, hit like 14 homers. Just a good overall shortstop, a year removed from the majors, so any team would love to get him. You need a good defensive shortstop, one with speed and a decent bat. Definitely going to be included. Then Luke Voigt. Now, let's be honest. If we're getting Olson, we're gonna have to give up a first baseman here. And Luke Voigt has not been healthy. He lost a lot of his value. So, I think he would be the guy we would give up. They give up a first baseman, we give up ours. And Olson is a clear upgrade. Even when Voigt is healthy, I still like Olson more because he's so good defensively. That helped out our whole infield. We got Anthony Rizzo, then he told Odor, just throw the baseball towards me and I'll get it. And Odor's defense improved. Having a good defensive first baseman is a little underrated, undervalued. Helps out everyone, When you overthink in baseball, bad stuff happens. If you're thinking, oh, how am I going to grip the ball when I'm throwing it to first? No. You just have to, gotta be in the rhythm there. Throw the ball, not worry that much. So, left-handed bat, Olson is better than Voigt, even when healthy. Next guy would be Gomez. Gomez is a catcher. Anthony Gomez, 19-year-old. He's ranked 25th on MLB Pipeline. He's mainly a defensive catcher. Good arm, good glove, but can't really hit, so kind of just a throw in the deal to get it done. Now, I think we have to try to get a Matt Olson type guy. Especially if you don't have to give up a guy like Gallo, then you're set. The bats were a massive problem this season. We could not hit. Our pitching was amazing and we couldn't hit. So you need to try to get a guy like him. And if let's say Voigt goes down again, what's our option? Chris Gittens? Because he didn't do well either. It's another right-handed bat who strikes out a ton. So Olson's the perfect fit. He's next season, so not this one, but the season after, he'll be a free agent. So I would get this trade done this off season. Don't wait until the deadline, because if you wait until the deadline, you can't tender him a qualifying offer. So you gotta go after him right now and try to get him. So tell me what you think, if you would do these trades. If you have any trade proposals, I would love to hear them. Until then, see you next time.